Hi, I'm Wayne and this is Bassador Woodworking. Today we have more laser upgrades. Many of you will recognize this laser engraver. It's an AlgoLaser DIY kit. Originally it had a 5-watt laser on it, but I have since upgraded that on my own to a 10-watt laser, and I've added an aquarium pump as an air assist. I've been very upfront in the past that this laser wasn't provided to me for free from AlgoLaser in order to make a video. The laser module upgrade and the aquarium pump were done with my own money. And after I did that video, I have been talking to AlgoLaser pretty much over the past year, and they offered me an upgraded version of the current DIY kit. I guess it's the Mach 2. And I really had no interest in it. This is working perfectly fine for what I do with it, and I'm not a laser engraving channel, so I felt that I would rather upgrade this to make it work better for me than replace it with something newer that has just no added utility to me. And they were very receptive to that, and they said, okay, well, what kinds of upgrades are you looking to do to this? And it just so happens that I have some larger projects coming up. So they offered me an extension kit for this and also some taller legs. And I was like, sure, yeah, those are things that I would likely upgrade on this anyway. So absolutely, if you want to send those along, I will review them. So here we are. So we have two different upgrades that we're doing to the laser engraver. First, we're going to be installing the extension feet. It just makes it taller. It looks like the old feet just screw to the bottom of this, and then that goes into where the original foot went. You could just do this with wooden blocks, but I think that this will be just more stable overall. And then we also have the extension rails and wiring harness so that this 400 by 400 millimeter build area becomes 400 by, I believe, 800, which will help a lot with especially larger routing templates and things like that, which is my primary use for the laser engraver. Also, please excuse the complete mess that the shop is in right now. I have been in a multi-week kind of reorganizing slog. I've moved pretty much everything other than the table saw around the shop, and I'm just trying to optimize space. I built a belt sander out of a treadmill, and that takes up a lot of space. I just gotta... AlgoLaser typically packages things very well, so I'm not concerned about that really at all. And hey, they actually provide a quick start guide, which is nice. Okay, just to make things easier, I've moved the laser engraver over to my workbench. I think first probably just need to take off the air assist cable, because that will likely get in the way of probably everything. Okay, the directions say first remove the main cable, which appears to be, they consider the laser cable the main cable. Alright, control box is removed. We are now on step 3 of 20. Remove the laser module. Alright. Oops. Removed. I only dropped it once. It says remove the end plates, but I'm pretty sure all I need to do is remove one of the screws and then loosen the other, and it will make it less likely that I lose the end plates or any of the hardware that holds them in place. the frame is now together, it wants me to also install all the hard stops and stuff. Full disclosure, I removed all hard stops from this. So if you remove the hard stops, you can squeeze out another like 5 or 7 millimeters on each axis if you just remove all the hard stops, which has come in handy quite a few times actually. Probably not so much now with the larger build area, but still. And now they want you to reinstall the x-axis. I'm gonna move the control box fully out of the way. So, next it wants me to turn the machine over, put the L brackets and the feet on. The extension kit comes with an extra set of mid-support feet, which are instantly going to be a problem for us because we are installing the riser feet. So what I might do instead is just install the normal feet back on the machine and to only use riser feet when I need the risers. The height of the thing's never really been an issue before, so the riser feet were not something I had immediate need for. And I'll reach out to AlgoLaser and ask if they sell a specific set of riser feet that come with the 6 to account for the fact that you need taller riser feet if you're going to be, using extensions. So let's put the feet on. Okay, feet are all installed. I can now flip you back over. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we turn our attention to the control board again. It wants me to take the Wi-Fi antenna off. Truth be told, I have never once used the Wi-Fi or the app for this thing. It's not a thing that it really interests me about this platform. I don't think everything needs to have an app for it to be a successful thing. There's plenty of room to stick the thing in and rotate it so that you can then press the connector in. No need to take the whole box apart, just taking that one end cover off. More than enough room. That's all nice and plugged in. In order to get the best idea of how this whole thing's going to go together, I'm going to wire it with the thing as far away as possible. Okay, I have it in place. Now we're at the more complicated part where I need to get this thing set up where it needs to be and where it won't keep getting caught on things, because right now, since the cable harness is so much bigger, it gets caught on a lot of things. So I need to kind of dial that in a little bit better, especially with all the spaghetti here. And we also have to tell Lightburn that the build area is now much larger. So I'm basically just now editing the light burn software to know that instead of being 400 wide by 420, which is how far I could get prior to the upgrade, I'm going to do 800 now. Have it more or less figured out. I think I had to update the firmware to accept the new size of everything. Nope. What the fuck? Okay, I think I have finally figured out what was going wrong. So if I do this, try that. There we go. So, turns out that at some point, I guess, the firmware that I updated or whatever I changed made it so that Lightburn is now looking at it differently. And I used to use like percent of 100 as my speed and percent of 100 as my power. That doesn't seem to be how it works anymore, I guess. So I'll have to figure that out. That might just be a Lightburn update that happened. While that thing is doing its thing, getting its first engraving with the extension kit all out of the way, let's talk about whether this upgrade is worth it. I definitely think the extension rails are going to be incredibly handy for me. I think that they are very well made. The swap out was really easy. The rails are the easiest part of the entire upgrade. You wouldn't even really need to get the rails from AlgoLaser. You can make this thing however long you want. It's just standard extruded aluminum X-rail. But the wiring harness is the thing that always stopped me from doing it myself. I have a whole bunch of extruded aluminum rails and stuff like that that I was planning on upgrading this myself with, but the wiring harness was just a thing that I didn't want to tackle myself. So the extended wiring harness that comes with this kit, great. It would be really cool if AlgoLaser would just sell the wiring harness as a standalone item. As for the riser blocks for the extended legs, they seem perfectly fine. They're just aluminum legs with a threaded end. I do wish that they took into account that if you are buying the extension rails, that you're going to need 6 legs, not 4. And they only sell the riser legs in packs of 4. So it'd be great if they would sell a 4-pack and a 2-pack, so that even if they have to charge more for a person to get all 6 legs, at least they're making the option available. Because then if you don't have that option, you're basically just going to go with the free option of just wooden blocks underneath the legs. And at that point, why would you buy any riser legs? But overall, I'm very happy with it. You're going to see it in quite a few more projects coming up. I have a few that I'm working on this weekend that's going to involve the laser engraver. So, as I promised in the first review, I'm not going to force this thing into videos. I'm not a laser guy. I do woodworking. but when the laser presents itself as the best tool for the job, it's absolutely going to be used as it's already being used. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with new projects as they are released. And until next time, thank you.